I'm not that they love to cut me off. They must not, that my message must be too important or something. But I was reading the comments when it froze on me, and Dean, you said something. I'm not sure what it was that you had said, because it stopped on me right after that. It has been Adela, I believe, said it's been an emotional day. It has been an emotional day for. I noticed earlier, Paula. I can't pronounce her last name. Forgive me, Paula. I love you, beautiful. Paula made a post and was stating how, she's just sick of this, just sick of the 3D struggle, the 3D life, the 3D BS, and that's, sweet ones, we closed the door. The solstice closed the door on that past, on that, and all the stuff from that has to be released. Yeah, hi Rachel, hi Amy, hi Dana, hi Anna, Anna, did I say that right? And so, sweet ones, it's okay, let your inner child throw that tantrum, don't judge it. Let the emotions out. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to acknowledge being scared. It's okay to acknowledge being, confused. It's okay to acknowledge being hurt. It's okay to acknowledge being rejected. And it's only when we can acknowledge it, regardless of the hurt, regardless of being scared of, I may make it sound easy to you guys. Trust me, it's not easy. It's not hard. It just is. My human aspect wants to tell you, yeah, it is challenging. Yeah, it's not easy. Yeah. I can agree with you on every aspect. And then, my spirit side is saying, yeah, but, that's the humanness we need to release. That's the fear. That's the BS, and I can sit here and I could tell you all the shit that is going wrong in my life right now. I'm telling you. You guys would sit there and be amazed that I'm still smiling. But again, it's not about this physical world, sweet ones. It's a matter of releasing it. It's a matter of releasing the world as we know it. To release the patterns and the behaviors and the thoughts of how we've lived, And if you don't want to take into consideration, if you don't believe in it, whatever it may be, past lives, reincarnation, any of it, set it all aside and look at this lifetime alone. And that is, it's our thinking, it's our fears, it's the humanness that keeps us trapped. That keeps us as victims. And that's why I say, don't attach to it. Sure, my human aspect, if I looked at it from my human aspect only, there's probably 1,000 of you that would sit there and say, God, your life is miserable. And to me, I don't see that. I see great beauty in my life, great simplicity in my life, regardless of what. Hi, Stephen. Hi, Dana. I see you're back. But you can choose to see the chaos, or you can choose to see the turbulence, or you can choose to see the magic and the beauty in it. Sure, I can let this outside world dictate to me that I'm going to die in a few months. I can let it, I can sit there and I can go into a space of, oh my God, I have cancer, I'm going to die. Well, now I have cancer by 2. I'm going to die. Clear, cancel, and delete that. I'm not creating that. Anyway, but you're more powerful than you realize. Words are powerful. They're a promise. Every word you speak is a promise you make to yourself. That's why I just said clear, cancel, and delete that, because I'm not going to create that. Regardless if that's what they say is. But remember, it's outside of you. There's nothing in this world that is outside of you. And when you can figure out how it all ties in, how the physical will lead you back, has those cords and attachments clear back to the past. And when you can be present with that and you can really go within and you can not judge it and say, okay, this is what is being presented to me. How does this fit in here, Spirit? How does this self, mighty I am, presence, God, Lord, whomever you call upon, overlighting of Mother, Father, God, Lord Melchizedek, Lord Metatron, Lord Michael, whomever, Jesus, Mary Magdalene, whoever you connect with, they will show you. You will show you, because you are they. They are you. They're just a frequency within you. And when you can sit there and say, okay, show me what I'm not seeing. Show me what I'm blinded to. Show me where this hurt is coming from, this fear, this rejection. And you trace that cord back. And it's when you trace it back that you sever it and you dissolve it and you harmonize it back to 0 point. And so these introduced sweet ones, they're bringing this stuff up. And if you just wave your hand at it, if you will, and it's just like, oh, that's just 3D stuff, or I'm not dealing with that, or yada, 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 sweet ones, it's going to come back. Dean says, never awaken someone's feelings if you don't love the person. It hurts so much to be betrayed and lied to, feeling so lonely. Never mind all the spiritual talk. Being alone just with myself is killing me. It's killing you, Dean, because you can't see the reflection it's trying to show you, and I'm not saying that to hurt your feelings or to be mean. This is a space right now that Spirit is forcing each of us to take a good, long, hard look within and to stop blaming the outside world. Whoever you're talking about, Dean, did not break your heart. You broke your own heart. You betrayed yourself. You lied to yourself. And until you can look at that, and until you can come and see that behind the scenes, instead of projecting, instead of blaming the outside world, you're never going to heal that, and your heart is always going to remain broken. And if that came across harsh, I apologize. But Dean, you've been in this space for months. Am I judging you? Absolutely not. I cannot encourage you any more than I already have, sweetheart. You can continue blaming the outside world, or you can stop, detach your emotions, and say, okay, God, show me what I'm not seeing here. Show me where I have lied to myself, where I have betrayed myself. Show me where in my heart that I have walls up that I need to tear down. Because you know what, Dean? It's those walls that are causing your hurt. Just like it's my own walls that created pancreatic cancer in my vessel. It's my own walls of rejection that I blinded myself to, that I have to go within and I have to deal with, and I have been all day. Am I trying to sound like a bitch? No. But at some point in time, you have to take responsibility for yourself, for your own emotions. It has nothing to do with the other person. They're not doing anything to you. They're doing it for you, even though it is being presented as they're doing something to you. Anything anybody is doing at you, for you, to you, however you want to look at it, whatever experiencing you're experiencing, you have to go within and see your own responsibility in it. The only way you're going to change your life is to take control of it. Am I going to let the doctors tell me that I only have a couple months to live and I'm dying of pancreatic cancer? Fuck no. Take control of your life. Go within and figure out what it is. You can heal anything as long as you can find the unseen and the hidden, guys. And that's what these energies are doing. They're bringing this stuff up. They're forcing you to look at it what you have blinded yourself to. And sweethearts, I'm here to tell you, everything goes back to abandonment, distrust, and rejection. Everything. So, take the time that these energies are doing. They're asking you, You've closed the door. They're asking you to release those energies. Allow them to flow. Don't attach to it. I love you, sweet ones. I love you very much. You guys are not alone. We're in this together, regardless of what is being presented, regardless of what we're experiencing. Dean, I know you mean well, sweetheart, but I was betrayed by trusting again. No, you were betrayed by yourself. Thanks, Kent. I love you. I love you all. And Kent, you betrayed yourself. And let me, not Kent, I'm sorry, Dean. Let me restate that, forgive me. Dean, the betrayal, the distrust comes in because you had expectations attached when you opened your heart. You kept the walls up, you only brought them down a little bit and said, here, I'll extend this much of my heart, but there's expectations on it. Don't betray me, don't hurt me, don't do this, don't do that. Well, you automatically created it as soon as you attached those expectations when you opened and extended your heart. You either open and extend your heart fully with absolutely no conditions and no expectations, or you're going to find yourself in experiences of betrayal. You're going to find experiences of being cheated, of being lied to. And until you can be that raw, brutally honest and naked with yourself, you certainly can't do it with anybody else. And that is where self-love comes in. You know, that's really what it means, where there is nobody outside of you. Each of us are here showing a reflection, showing a mirror, whether that mirror is good, bad, indifferent, whether that mirror is of joy, of happiness, of bliss, of beauty, or whether that is of darkness, whether that is of ugliness, if that is racism, or that is hate. Whatever role they are playing for you, it is you and only your perception. And it's only yours because it's showing you. It's showing you your character. So if you come into an experience where you're being betrayed, it's because that's the energy you've put out at some point in time. And Snoopy, get in there. You're not tearing that fence down. And so that's what is being shown to you, Dean. Just like, what I was showing this morning and I've been dealing with all day. And love yourselves through it. Love is the answer. Love is the key. Love is the solution. And, until you can take responsibility for yourself and stop blaming it on everybody else, I can blame it on my ancestors. Because the rejection goes back thousands of years, and that's the cause of anything to do with the pancreas. Cancer of any kind has to do with not speaking your truth, not standing in your power. And when it's in the lungs, it's because you're smothering yourself. I mean, there's always something there. 7 out of, there's a lot of people in my family who have died of lung cancer. I can sit there and blame it on every one of them. What good's that going to do? They're dead. They've already transcended into another world. What good's it going to do on me to blame them? No, I'm being given the opportunity here right now, in this moment, to transcend all that genetic karma of lung cancer, of pancreatic cancer, not only in my own family's DNA, my own DNA, I can't even talk, but collectively and planetarily. So when you're more powerful than you realize, when you heal it within you, when you can recognize it within you, when you can trace it back and not just take people's words for it. Am I going to do chemo? No, I'm not. I'm putting it in the hands of Father and Mother, Earth and Heaven. I'm going to ask the Galactics to take me up on the ships tonight. I'm going to tell myself to heal it. And powerful you are, sweet ones. So if you're going through an emotional space right now, if you're going through, these energies are presenting things to you, don't just slosh them off or whatever. Hi, Ben, how you doing, sweetheart? Hi, Joanna. So really allow yourselves to be present with it and to go within and say, okay, talk to your vessel. You can talk to your body. Your body's a spacesuit. If you go within and you talk to your DNA, you can focalize on any diseased, ill part, hurt part, discomfort, whatever. And you can yourself apply light to it. I love you, Mary. I love you too, Lori. Thank you all. I didn't come on here to tell you guys that for sympathy. Please do not. I appreciate your love and prayers. I do. Don't send me sympathy. That's all I ask. I don't need sympathy, sweethearts. We're in this together. And in our love, our prayers, our focusing on healing is what's going to change cancer for everybody collectively. My goal is for you guys to know you're not alone. And that there's nothing that can bring you down unless you allow it and give power to it to bring you down. Love is the greatest healer in the world. And it's all we are. So, allow yourselves to love whatever arises, sweet ones. And know, the 3D world is just there. It's a mirror. It's not who you are. It's not what you are. It's not where you are. Because the only place where you are is in love. Love is never in vain. And no, we're never alone. And love is always in love, regardless of how it presents itself, sweethearts. And love will see each of you through it, just as it will see me through it. It'll see all of us through it. But remember, we're letting go of this 3D world and these concepts and these beliefs and these diseases. So don't feed into them. But find the reason and the purposes behind them, why they're being presented. Because that's the key, sweet ones. We don't need to take the 3D with us. We need to release it. But what we need to do is find the energy blockages behind it that's causing it to be presented the way it's being presented. And that, sweethearts, is how you change the world. You do it by changing you. And on that note, have a beautiful night. I love you. I'm holding you all in eternal peace, grace, love, blessings, compassion, abundance. Big, big, big hugs and blessings, sweethearts. I love you. Good night. Bye-bye now.